Hello. I don't really know if I'm gonna put this on Facebook or YouTube. Um, Getting a few views on YouTube. Last video I posted was like, I don't know, a note. It was off the computer. I might be coming in low. I don't know. Um, I don't know why I always go and grab a cigarette when I'm shooting the video, but I do. I guess I feel more relaxed when I'm smoking. Just taking it kind of casual today. Um, I really don't know what kind of topic I want to get into. One was about not signing my lease again. Well, I talked to my landlord, and he allowed me to renew my lease. So I'm here for another year. That can be a good thing. At least I won't have to look for another apartment. And there was some issues with the people that were staying here on some of the things they did. Some of it was in the note about drug use and using my address, putting it on record as a sexual offender living here, which he don't live here. He stayed here for a while, and the landlord's trying to get that off the record. I hope he can. But needless to say, I am here for another 2 years. I think it's a 2-year lease. It might be a 1-year lease. I don't know. But as far as that goes, I am here for at least another year. It gives me a roof over my head for another year. Unless I do something stupid and get evicted. But I'm gonna play it cool. I know in a previous video I talked about setting boundaries. I'm not really good at setting boundaries. I kind of let people run all over me. I know in many videos I've talked about it, so I won't talk about it in this video. Needless to say, I just let people take advantage of my generosity. You probably are tired of hearing it from other videos if you subscribe to my channel, so why go into it? Getting more rounded, going over notes and reading a little bit into astrology, a little bit into the Buddhism, well, the Tarot, mantra part of the Buddhism, the prayers to the Tarot. And I'd made a video a while back about Gnostic Satanism. I really don't know what this video is going to come up as. It might come up as a year. I might edit it on my computer and put a topic on it. These are more like videos for anybody that wants to follow my channel. Leaning towards Luciferian Buddhism. There's a lot of things in Buddhism that I'm finding is working for me, just to kind of have a peace of mind, enjoy the here and now, the present state of mind. Enjoy a cigarette while I got them. Don't worry about where my next cigarette or what tomorrow is going to bring, because I never know. I can set up plans for a week ahead. Means that I need food and, basic necessities, plus luxuries like cigarettes or, pipe tobacco, whatever. Kind of re-educating and rethinking my thinking in a lot of my videos. studying a little bit more into astrology. I'm gonna go the scientific route and just let things go. With my mental illness, it's got to be getting better. Um, yeah, it's got to be getting better. I mean, what can I say? There are days that I do have problems with sleep. Sometimes I oversleep. Sometimes I just can't get to sleep. There'll be times when I will overeat. There'll be times when I just am not hungry. Like, yesterday I think I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich and a can of ravioli. And then at night I had a piece of chicken. And that was it. Today I haven't had no breakfast. I've had a cup of coffee, maybe a pot of coffee, if that means anything. There'll just be days when I really don't eat much. I can go to the store and get very little food and it'll last me at least over a week. I'm learning to enjoy what I have because there's been so many times in the past, I don't really want to dwell on it. There's been times when I've basically gone without food. There's been basically times when I didn't even have a cigarette. But, that's needless to say. I do have money in the bank, so I don't know why I'm having to struggle like this. It's not making sense. I get $100 a week, and, that's just not enough to get by on. I think was it Sunday or Saturday? Might have been Sunday or Saturday. I had a pizza, and I thought that was a big deal to have a pizza. I think it's a big deal to go out to a restaurant that charges a lot of money for their food because I don't really have much money to spend. I figure if I can get, Dairy Queen, which is about $7 for a hot dog and a french fry and a sundae and a drink, I'm doing good. So I really don't understand the value of money anymore. It don't mean anything to me. I can go through $100 within 4 days. I think all I got now left out of my money is about $8, well, no, about $9 counting the quarters and some dimes. Well, I'm not counting the pennies, but a couple of cents here and there. But what am I going to do with it? Am I going to save it back? Am I going to spend it or what? By the time I go around to the next pay period, I'm broke. $100 a week just don't get me by. And I was going on less than that before they started doing that. I was going on $50 a week, and then they brought it up to $75 a week. For a long time, I was doing $75 a week. And no, I'm not struggling. It's just that I know I have the money. I know that I can do better saving wise. I figure if I save $50 a week, hell, by the time a month ends, I'd have $200 saved back. And, I at least have $200 saved back. And they give me an extra $200 to spend. But that's $50, and I was on $50. I gotta learn to operate cheap so I can save back for things I may want or need, like cigarettes or pipe tobacco or, things that I like, I don't drink anymore, and I pretty much, occasionally smoke a joint or weed or something, but not all the time. I think all last month I might have smoked 5 joints. As far as beer goes, I had no cans of beer. I had no liquor at all. Just about 5 joints. That's about all I had in 1 month's time. That's about 2 joints a week. That ain't nothing. And then they did a urine test on me to test for drugs. I turned out clean. I turned out clean because I haven't had it in my system. I haven't had alcohol. I haven't had weed. I haven't had any drug in my system. And why they wanted to do a urine test, I don't know. It never makes sense to me that they, this TCN or whatever, behavioral health clinic, it's like once you get involved with being mentally ill, and they say you can stop the program, but how can I stop it? They control my money as payee. They tell me I basically have to take medicine for my mental illness, which I guess is helping. I don't know. I'm not experiencing anything. But, I look at it this way. Would it be better just to say that I want to try to live a normal life on the medication? Most other videos that I've had on my YouTube channel, I was against the medicine because I thought it was pretty much killing me. But, should I just accept reality the way it is, that, just say I can't change it? I've been on medicine since I've been 19. And I was on worse medication than what I am now. And no, I don't like it, but, what can I do? I mean, I basically have to go to an agency. I might as well call them an agency because they're part of the jail system too. It's called behavioral health care. And no, I don't like it, but if it's going to help me be calm, cool, and collective, and Buddhism has helped out a lot. Just the different practices of Buddhism, the prayers to the Tara, the Buddha, wisdom of the Buddha, wisdom of the Tara. It's helped me understand the value that you can be calm and peaceful, but you don't have to take nobody's crap either. I mean, there's a way to set boundaries. You can do it the legal way, or you could do like I did at Treeborn, take it on your own. And I found out that people don't agree to that. And no, I mean, I had a lot of problems at Treeborn, but I didn't know how to handle it. Maybe it was the neighbor, maybe it was partly me. Maybe, I was dealing with an asshole that just, whatever, I just couldn't deal with it. But needless to say, I had other situations going on there too. Maybe I can see where I'll be in a year's time. Right now, everything's okay. I mean, I got a friend, well, he's kind of a user, but he likes to borrow money. You might as well say he likes to get money, because he says he's borrowing it, but he never pays it back. I've given this guy probably, let's see, a 50, a 10, probably over $100, and I haven't got nothing back. And before that, I gave him $85 and got 60 of it back. So he got 25 of that, plus 50, that's 75, plus 10, well, probably over $100. He owes me, but he's never gonna pay it back. And he likes to smoke. And what he does, he spends his money on his habits. Put it that way. They're not very good. Goes a little deeper than weed if you want to consider dope. But he doesn't shoot up, he just smokes meth. But I'm not going to go into that detail of it. This guy's had problems with the law before. I let him hang out here, and I just got to put my foot down. And last time he came, I gave him $5 and told him I can't do it no more. I gave him $8 and told him I can't do it no more. I can't be doing it. I don't answer the phone when he calls him anymore. And I know towards the end of the month or about the middle of the month he'll be calling, wanting money to support his habit, but he probably won't be able to pay me back. But, I like the way people say, can I borrow something? And you might as well say, can you give it to me? But enough about that. I'm not really dealing with anything right now. So far, this month, it's gone pretty good. I have one guy that comes over and talks. Occasionally he'll borrow $1 or $2 to get a Mountain Dew, but I don't really care about that. But he'll come over and talk to me, and he won't stay long. Sometimes he'll stay for an hour or half an hour, but he won't stay too long. He just comes and wants somebody to talk to, so basically that's what I do. I talk to him. I talk with him, put it that way. Mostly listen to what he has to say, and it's pretty repetitive stuff. It's like he keeps telling me the same thing over and over, and I don't know, I get irritated with it, but I just keep calm. Have patience. You really want to say something off the wall, but Jesus, have patience. Some days I just don't open the door. There's been a lot of times when I don't answer my phone or don't open the door. This will probably be about a 30-minute video. I really don't want to get too long-winded on anything. There's really no topic here. It's just the part that I survived. I survived a pretty bad ordeal with people in my place. And it was my own fault. Like I said, I could have been a lot smarter and just close my door and not answer the phone and just let these people take care of themselves. No, I mean, I said it probably July 7th of 2024 that I needed to set boundaries. And I really didn't start setting boundaries till about April of 2025. So you think, okay, April, May, June, July, and you probably haven't learned your lesson. But I don't know, I really don't regret what I did. I don't regret being a nice person. I just have to set some ground rules. I guess you really don't have to build up your walls too thick, but you kind of don't want to tell people too much private information. it can be used against a person, and I know there's a lot of private information that I give as advice on Facebook, and I tell a little bit of my story. Talking about when I growing up, and things that I've done in my past. Maybe I should shy away from that and just think, maybe I need, maybe sometimes let go and not have closure about anything. It's better to just, I don't know what it is. It's in the 12 steps. It's called closure, and it's called letting go and just forgiving, and just don't ever let it come back into your house or your place again. I've had family members that we've had disagreements, and nobody really wants to talk to me on my messenger anymore. My aunt don't talk to me. I got a friend, I got maybe 2 or 3 friends on Facebook that will actually find time to, talk about what's going on in their life, and they're kind of keeping a hush-hush. I don't really go into their problems, because that's their problems. I really don't go into my family's problems. Maybe I've said a little bit too much about my family. Anyway, so I said, wondering why it's going to have to be this way. No, I don't like it, but, things could have worked out different. It worked out the way they worked out, so I'm not going to regret it. I can't really go back in the past and change it. I really, can't jump ahead and plan a whole day when I don't even know what's going to happen the next minute. I don't even know what's going to happen today. I'm going to try to get a hold of my social worker at TCN. I might as well say it, TCN. That's Greene County Behavioral Health Services, and see if I can set up some times that I can go shopping, maybe get some more pipe tobacco, maybe have time to get cigarettes and stuff. As far as food goes, I can probably wait till next week. I don't know. Living day by day and just thinking I can't worry about it. It doesn't do me any good. That was one of the problems that some of my family members had. They would plan things ahead. They always thought it'd be better to be prepared for something bad when they really weren't expecting something good. They were planning for something bad and they weren't expecting something good. So you really can't expect anything good if you're always planning for the worst. Maybe it doesn't get worse before it gets better, but it could be a hell of a lot better than what's going on right now. Yeah, it could be worse than that. I could be dead in my grave, but I'm here, alive and kicking. If that means anything. Sometimes I think to myself, I know I'm not really a happy person. I've said that in so many other videos. I've lost family. We don't keep in touch anymore. I'd like to be different, but it is what it is. So I guess the problem I have is letting go of the good old days where it seems to haunt me, and I kind of dwell in that place of mind. I have flashbacks thinking it could be a hell of a lot better than what it is. I mean, my mom's death really did affect me. My stepfather's death didn't affect me as much as my mother's death. And I gotta come to terms with everything right now. I got a roof over my head. I got clean clothes. I bathe. I got a little bit of food for the rest of the week. I think I can make it. I just need a little bit to go on. I mean, one pack of cigarettes and $8 ain't gonna cut it. It's always good to sheep roll your own, which I might do probably about 12 o'clock. I might have to make a walk up and see if I can get some tubes and a bag of tobacco if I have enough money for that. And then I'll be out of money. I'll be out of money. What it always goes, it's always these. And if it's not these, it's beer or weed. Just never ending cycle. I wish I could kick the habit. I pretty much kicked the weed habit. I pretty much kicked the alcohol. Now if I could just quit smoking these, quit smoking pipes, and quit smoking cigars, that'd be fun. I think in this much time, which is only about 30 minutes, I smoked 2 cigarettes. 2 cigarettes in 30 minutes time. That's about 15 minutes till I have another cigarette. I don't know, I wish I could do better. I guess I'd say I'm probably a little over a pack a day now. A little over a pack a day. But, no, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and go into detail of how unhappy I am. People can tell. They talk to me, I put on a mask, everything's okay. Deep down, I really don't know what's bothering me. It could be my mom's death, it could be my stepfather's death. It could be that I go sometimes with not much money to even buy anything to eat because I gotta balance it out between habits and eating. I guess eating should come first. I just get days when I'm not hungry. And when I get bored, I smoke, and I'm basically sitting here putting together a boring video that probably nobody will watch. There's no interesting topic here. There's just that if I wanted to go into detail, it'd take a too long of a video. And I'm really only gonna make it, this long. I mean, why sit and drag out boring details like an atheist when I'm not an atheist? Why go into Gnostic Satanism when I'm not really a Satanist? And pretty much, I said there's no magic trick to it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can. It's just knowing a little bit of mathematics. I've took up to algebra trig. It's up to knowing, and here people are finding out if you take a clock and you go 12-1 and I don't know how they do it. They go 12, 1, 11, 2, and all this. You circle them. It all ends up be 13. Something a little kid can do. Yeah, basically addition. A clock all adds up to 13 now, isn't that spooky? There's nothing to it. People get some dumb ideas they put on TikTok and that's creative. And most of the stuff they put on there is not even, you can't, it's just a trick. You can't do it. I like to be real. I don't like to put batteries together and make something because I did that as a kid. Most of the things that are on YouTube that we did as little kids back in the 80s. I mean, back in the 70s, I did a science fair project, got a blue ribbon. I don't know how I did it. It was on energy, solar energy. Back then, got a blue ribbon, so I must know how solar cells work. I don't know, I just like to use my imagination. Basic trick with numbers and Babylonian mathematics is understanding, just be creative. And yeah, it's got a true value to it. And where they're coming up with these new mathematics and they're teaching false answers. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. I don't care how much you try to make it equal 5. 2 plus 2 is 4. To make it equal 5, you have to add a 1 to it. And I try to think, where are they coming up with all this bullshit in mathematics? The math teacher wouldn't even teach it that way, and they pretty much know what they're doing. They wouldn't even teach it that way. Well, I'm probably going to cut this short. I could go on, but it'd be a long-winded video, and I'm really not prepared for that. Catch you in my next 2 videos. All I'm going to say is, try to have a good day. I hope I have a better day than what I'm having right now. Sometimes I can't get this thing on.